Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. How to vet a woman. And this topic was requested by one of my supporters, Johnny Stacks. Shout yourself out in the comments, brother. Anyway, right? How to vet a woman. Look, in this day and age, if you're a man who's trying to do something with your life, heck, if you're a man who's just out here, anybody, you have to be careful about the woman that you deal with. I already did a video on that. But you're talking about somebody who could either add to your life or take away from it, right? So you want to make sure that she can add to your life. So it goes beyond what she looked like. I know, you see that woman, she got a cute face, she got a nice body and stuff. You want to holler at her on the streets. But shoot, you gonna need to find out about her before you try to have sex with her or anything. You need to find out if her head is right. And any smart man needs to do that. The day and age where you can just meet some woman and, have sex the first night or something is crazy. That's over. That's over. You got too much. You could be the type of dude who deal with some woman, right? Everything is good, and then shoot, you just go your separate ways, think everything peaceful. Then when you doing something with your life 10 years from now, shoot, she come up saying he did this, he harassed and everything. You gotta check out women. Like guys gotta vet women a little bit. Now it's hard because you can only know so much, but there's a few things you can do. One of the first things you meet a woman, man, ask her about her social media. Say, hey, you on Facebook? You got Twitter? And if she say yeah, most times they do, check that joint out. Seriously, that's the main thing to do. Check it out. Shoot, see what she's showing. If you on Facebook, what kind of pictures she's showing. That's going to tell you more about it anyway. She's showing a bunch of pics where her butt's up in the air. You might want to think about it. If you just want sex, even if you just want sex, you better think about that. Are they family-orientated pictures? That show that she care about her family. She might try to do something. Are they business? Well, what they showing her doing? Like, would she tweet? What did she tweet about? She tweet about dumb stuff or some thought-provoking stuff. All right, just get an idea. That's the easiest way. Just check out the social media. If you get a bunch of, like I say, you get a bunch of dumb stuff, I'm like, dude, that's on you. Because remember something. That woman, once you mess with her, really in this day and age of women charging men stuff years after the fact, shoot, that could stay with you. You got to think about it. Guys got to be more protective of their dick nowadays. All right? They got to be. So first, check her social media. That's the main thing, right? And then in that getting to know her phase, like I said, don't be so. If you're a guy and you just don't care, you don't care about your future, yeah, go ahead and have sex with her right away. That's on you, dog. But if you the type, you trying to do some positive stuff, right? You trying to do some positive stuff. You better find out about her, of course. Now, I'd say it's social media. Now, find out where she likes to go. Just sit and talk. Don't go on a major date. First of all, don't go on a food date anyway. Shoot. Go to some coffee shop. Walk in a park, something. You just talk. Shoot, just talk on the phone, something. Find out about her. Find out what she about. Like, just ask her straight up what she like to do, what she into, what she like to go. That's going to tell you stuff. And listen. That's the main thing. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. If a man sit back and just listen to a woman, she'll tell all about her. If she got some good things, you'll find out. She got some bad things, you'll find out. All right? And that's a big thing. If you're talking to any woman, like a lot of guys ask me about conversation, ask her about herself. And then if she's reluctant to say stuff about herself, but she trying to find, you like, okay. You tell her some stuff. Don't tell her your life story, but if she's like reluctant or say, I don't want to share this or something, be like, nah. I talked to a woman recently, and I asked her a simple question because I told her my age. She said, she said I was a baby. I was like, oh, okay, that means you older than me. All right. I was like, how old are you? And she didn't want to tell me. I was like, haven't talked to her since. Because I'm like, okay, you can't tell me, you're a grown ass woman. You can't tell me a simple thing. Because if I'm a trifling person, I'm gonna make a big deal out of it. But if you can't like be proud and just state something simple. But that told me a lot. But anyway, find out where she likes to go. That'll give you some idea what she like to do. She like to go to the clubs, or she was like, well, I like to hang out at the libraries or bookstore or something. Find out, right? And even in the getting to know her period, like this before you even had sex. Look, I'm gonna say this again. I probably need to do a separate video on this again because I've done this before. But if you try and do something, protect your dick. A woman can live off your sperm for 18 years. She can hem you up for 18 years. And if you slip up, that might be some hell. Now, if it's some woman, she got great character and stuff, hey, you might have met your wife. Or at least if not married, somebody you can at least raise a child with. But you always got to think about that. So anyway, right, pay attention to, if you can, pay attention to where she live or something. Shoot. Google Earth or something. She say, well, I live in this neighborhood. Google Earth and shit. Say, what kind of neighborhood is this? If you don't know already. That's going to tell you something there. Where she live, how she live. Because one thing about women. Dudes, we could lay our head almost anywhere. Women a little bit pickier about it. I give them that. So that's going where they live, how she lives. If you're over at a place, I talked about this on my Patreon. And for, just real quick, I don't hardly plug my Patreon, but I get a little bit more raw on my Patreon. So check it out. The link is in the description box. One of my 1001 links in the description box. Check out my Patreon. They want to really get into it, right? But yeah, check out, if you can, check out how she live and stuff. And, look at her car. Look at everything. Try it, and those are best ways. Because ultimately, without doing like some full-blown background check with some professional investigator, there's only so much. But you can really, if you pay attention to little things on her, right? Little things, how she wear her hair, would she wear her hair? You can tell a lot by a woman, regardless of race, how they wear their hair or something. That's going to give you some idea about their social class. Right? You want to look at all of that stuff, and then you gotta ask yourself, okay, this is what she's presenting. Does that fit into my life? Because a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, it don't necessarily mean she a bad woman. Because that's one of the things we don't talk about out here. A lot of times people say this person bad, this person bad. No, they bad for you maybe. But you gotta ask yourself, okay, I done checked out her social media, found out about her, looked at everything. Is she the type that can fit into my life? Can she add to my life? Is she going to be an asset to me, or she's going to be someone who take away from the life? See, a lot of dudes, I'm going to tell you what. I know plenty of men who got stuff going on. They're making six figures or something, right? But they slip up with that one woman. I knew one cat. I mean, this dude... This dude got money on top of money, but he slipped up with that one woman. It's like, and this usually like a very upbeat dude. All he had to do is talk about that woman he had a child with, and that dude's whole demeanor changed. And this is an older cat, man. This is a cat in his 50s. In fact, I know quite a few older men who, got that young tail or something, then they regretting that shit, But yeah. And those are the best ways, man. Those are the best ways with, like, short of a private investigator. Because the social media is out there. Most people have it. Most. Not every woman, though. And just sitting there talking with her. See how she carry herself. She carry herself with class. How she talk. Seriously, don't get in that situation. See, some men want to boast about themselves and talk about themselves. Sit there and just let her talk. Shoot, she'll tell you everything about it. If you get practiced at it, you can figure out everything about her just in one conversation. You don't even need to check her social media or anything. And and this is just for the fellas. If you see this woman will be a takeaway type of woman, don't be afraid to walk away from it. To me, guys get caught up in that count thing, that body count thing. It's quality over quantity, man. Every single woman in your orbit needs to bring something to the table. And the table, that ain't necessarily a financial thing, but she need to add, if anytime you spending your precious time around her, she needs to add something to it. You need to feel better when you walk away. So anyway, right, that's all I got for that. Have a good day, everybody. Peace and blessings.